Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just moved you down. Put me in the corner so you could see the fear in my eyes. Then took me downstairs and beat me till I screamed and I cried. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repay. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, it just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mind. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now, we ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hand, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there, cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside, so I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not, cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me, and I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world down ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position that's either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Hey, Music Familia, you're kicking it live with Ant-Man only on MusicFamiliaProductions.com. Remember, CBD Living Water is for the living. Get yours today.
Hey, this is Josh.
This is Mike.
This is Jordan.
This is Derek. We're the Admiralty, and you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Woo!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the power.
Music Familia Productions, world premiere.
You'll never get the best of me. I'm anti-everything. You'll never get the best of me. I'm anti-everything.
Ant-Man and Siobhan bring you so much, live, local, and raw, every Thursday from Ant-Man vs. Studios. Music, news, interviews, plus so much more, and it starts now.
And now, here's your host.
Yo, what's going on, Music Familia? You know what time it is. It's Thursday night. Brand new show. So, I opened the show with something a little special. I don't normally open the show that way. Excuse me. Allergy season. But I wanted to be able to deliver something a little special, kind of show you guys what's in store, man. We're kicking off a brand new show, and opening the show, that was my boy NF from that state up north, and that was Mansions. You guys can check it out on YouTube. You can find the lyrics to that and check it all out. If you guys need more information about that, you can contact me directly. So the new show, we got some new stuff here tonight. We're going to be unrolling the brand new price list for Music Familia Productions. A lot of people have been asking, like, I see you doing the promotions, I see you doing a lot of stuff. A lot of people were asking about price lists, and you know, it's really hard when you're trying to come up with something for everybody and make everything come together to where everybody can feel like they're a part of it. And it's really hard to be able to feng shui a situation that's been a situation for years, and you're just trying to figure out a way to fit everybody in. But I think we finally nailed it, and we're going to be talking about that later in the show. I obviously have the awesomest new music from every kind of genre that you can possibly imagine to play tonight, so I'm excited for you guys to be a part of it. I want to give a huge shout out to some sponsors. I want to give a huge shout out to Columbus Events Group LLC, boys and girls out there from Columbus Events Group holding it down. CEG, Miss Mary and the boys and girls, I love you guys so much, man. Lynette's Country Barbecue, Lynette's Children's Charity, shout out to you boys and girls, I love you guys so much. And Photo Nation AP, my man Dave Sheets, holding it down for me with my graphic design work and my photos and oh, my handsomeness. Speaking of handsomeness, so I let my hair down the other day, and I totally get when women talk about the whole two different attitudes, kind of hair up, hair down scenario. I'm going to talk about the man bun, the mini man bun, and what everybody else has to say about it. We're going to open up the phone lines. You guys are going to be able to call in. Write this phone number down, all right, because I want your opinions on it. Also, we're going to be talking about a $25 gift card for something special. If you guys saw it on Music Familia Productions on the Facebook page, you know what we're talking about. Hopefully you get a chance to be a part of that. So I want to give a huge shout out to all of you guys right now hanging out right there on the Facebook Live. So I have my mobile device using that right there. But what I'm going to do, though, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a link in. And this link actually goes to the .com. And you can go right to musicfamiliaproductions.com. You can watch the live show. You can be a part of the action and hear and see and be a part of the action with the live chat. I encourage you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. 369 subscribers. 369 subscribers. I would love to try to see 370. I don't know, 375. I don't know, something, you know. We're getting up there. And so we're going to get into some of this new stuff right now, man. I got some fun stuff right here from my boys Leaving Cardboard Houses. Now, I love this group, and these guys, I'm telling you, man, these guys really bring it. And one of the songs that I'm going to play for you right now for these guys, make sure you find them on Facebook, give them a like and some love. Leaving Cardboard Houses right here. They're out of Columbus, Ohio. You guys can't miss these guys right here. Art of Distraction. We're going to get into this. We got a brand new Douchebag Criminals. I got a couple topics to be talking about tonight and a few things to unveil for you. Hopefully you're ready for that. And let's see. I got some big news coming up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and I got to get up at 4 a.m. We're going to be talking about why I have to get up at 4 freaking a.m. I'm excited. I can't wait. Most people wouldn't be excited about getting up at 4 a.m., but I truthfully, I'm pretty excited. So anyway, we'll be right back after this. Let's check this out, man. Art of a Distraction right here from Leaving Cardboard Houses.
I'm a man of many words, but fight through actions. I become the thing I should be, should do, should say. But why? I know what I believe, I know what is right. I'm aware of the fact that fakers never survive. So one is easy, give one is not hard. Show my best to whoever you are. Give for attention, I wanna be unique, but in reality, I'm no gas to the reach. I talk a pretty good talk, but make sure I don't bark. People don't say in the dark, but it means more than the bark. I doubt they can discern, didn't know how to learn to differentiate. But to my bad, the words I say, I'm not called ignorant. I'm saying quite the opposite. I'm calling myself out for being a manipulative hypocrite. And that's the problem, isn't it? I think I need to clarify my definition of hypocrite. Get it? Then no one can talk to a mask or clean up my act and hide my intention with tact. But matter of fact, it's abstract and inexact. The way I distract myself from where my motives are at. I confess my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, I beat my disguise. Confess my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, truth hide in the problem's obvious. Why act like I'm oblivious? Why act like it's easy to miss? Why act like you can also feel like this whenever I ever think about my issues? A tendency, and the way I misuse honesty you give me. Demons both to steal with, to me you're not cliche. My hardships are different, I'm a hypocrite. Truth is, I got problems, surprised or bad. I won't admit that I can't solve them. So freaking obsessed with thinking I'm unlike the rest. That I can't, I won't accept it's ordinary what I confess. I digress, point is I'm a conceited mess. My lyrics dance around when I'm trying to address. I do it right for the wrong reason, so I can impress. But that's the art of distraction. Where'd you expect? I confess my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, I beat my disguise. Confess my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, truth hide in the confessing my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, heartbeat of my disguise. Confessing my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, heartbeat of my disguise. Confessing my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, heartbeat of my disguise. Confessing my own sins under the knife of my pride. Humility, you see, just hiding the
Yeah! Some good stuff right there from my boys. Leaving Cardboard Houses. Some good stuff right there. What's going on, Photo Nation AP? And I want to give a huge shout out to all the hundreds of people that are going to be watching this after the show. See, a lot of people are wondering, like, when they come check out the show, they're all surprised because they don't realize, like, what we put into the show. And they don't realize that it's, like, a whole production, and it's 2 hours long. We cover all sorts of topics. We talk about all kinds of fun stuff. So a lot of people are like, oh, wow, what's this? This is, like, brand new. Like, now, we've been doing it for a while. But, you know, now we're putting more into it. Now it's a lot more big of a thing. So you guys have seen us around. We've been doing interviews around the community, man. I want to give a huge shout-out to the music community, the boys and girls out there that putting it down every week out there for us. From the bands to the promoters to the venues to anybody and everybody that has a hand. If you can spell music and you're involved in the music, then hats off to you, because it is hard to be out here grinding and doing our thing. We all know that. But what we've come up with is something that everybody can get in on, and I have had a couple of clients come to me and ask me, you know, to ask me about what I thought about certain things, certain topics, and certain things coming on. And I was like, one of the biggest things that I really just couldn't get down on was the whole cliquey lack of support in certain situations. I feel like everybody deserves to be supported 110% all the time, no matter what. It doesn't matter what kind of genre of music you fit in. It doesn't matter if you're rock, if you're alternative, if you're pop. It doesn't matter. The fact is that you have the testicular fortitude, or for the ladies, the boobascular fortitude, to be able to carry on in this thing called music. And you know, it's really hard, man, to carry on being in a family and a relationship and this and that and be relevant in 2018 and still put out good music. So what myself and the colleagues here at Music Familia Productions have done, we've worked it out to where we're going to unroll this pricing list for you. So grab your pen and paper, Music Familia, get ready for this. I think everybody is going to have an opportunity to get some promotion here. So we talk about leaning on promoters and leaning on locals to get the word out and get us out there. But what if you had an avenue where you could just be like, all right, look, here's a band, we have a band fund, and we want to pay for promotion, but promotion is expensive. Well, guess what? Not anymore. So here we go. So pens and paper ready. Sponsorships, we're going to start at the top. We're going to break it down the list, all right? So sponsorships, this is from the top of the list, and this is the best. Oh, man, after racking my brain, this is the best way that I can find to be able to maintain what I do, keep the lights on, keep everybody happy, and, you know, keep all the services going. So sponsorships, just a start, sponsorships are going to be $100 a month, all right? Now, that's per show. So, Ant-Man Versus, my show on Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., that's totally separate than Sunday Morning Meltdown. All right? So, if you want to get in on that, that's $100 a show. You sponsor the show, and all the services that I'm about to get into are covered, all right, in the sponsorship. So, here we go. All right. So, $10 a show, all right? So, we're looking at Thursdays, as an example, $10, and Sundays, $10 for 5 spots. That breaks down to $2 a commercial spot. 30-second spot, all right? And so I've had a lot of conversation with Music Familia, and one of the huge conversations that keeps coming up is that, they want to be able to get their flyers out there. So what we've done, show flyers, everybody knows what the show flyers are. You guys see them everywhere, but we create them generically, and we share them amongst each other, and we try to get the word out, but some of us have trouble with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to show flyers. The Music Familia requested that we show more flyers on the show. So in effort to support that we're going to have more flyers on the show, you can do $5 a flyer for bands. So like the show flyers that you show, we'll put those show flyers in the show. $8 for venues and promoters. Commercials are 30-second spots. If you want to just buy a commercial and have a commercial aired on the station separately from everything else, that's just about $10 to $15 per commercial for spot. Depending on, obviously I think bells and whistles are going to be the contentious argument there. Depending on what you have and how you want your commercial will depend on, $10 or $15. But you can guarantee never over $15 for a 30-second spot. So you're getting, and in most cases, you are, only getting maybe 15 seconds additionally. So you're getting a full 30-second spot for $15, $10, $15. So, also, if you think about that, in a week's time, that works out to be 2 shows a week. If you were to go both routes, 15 spots a month at 30 seconds. So 30-second spots, that's 15 30-second spots a month on Music Familia Productions. And that's like any production. So your commercials will go in the interviews. Your commercials, your promotions will go in and in back of interviews and with interviews. So you're going to be in with like-minded Music Familia, and you're going to probably see a lot of other stuff come around. You're going to see, bands' promotional stuff probably be shared a lot more. This is an opportunity for all kinds of things. We're also looking for new music videos. You guys can send us your music videos, and we can air music videos. We've been able to air music videos for a while, but a lot of people didn't really, not everybody has music videos. So we don't want to just play the ones that everybody goes and finds on their phone. We want to play the ones that are unique to you and the ones that you care about that are from your favorite locals. So feel free to be able to find those, and you can promote those and let us know about those, and we'll reach out to those. The biggest thing is any of the clients, it's cross promotion. So we work with the website. So when you do sponsorships, you do partnerships, you do all kinds of different things with Music Familia, then what ends up happening, a client of Music Familia ends up having online advertising, and so we cross advertise, you know what I mean? And what we're also working on is developing a calendar with our sponsors, with the people that we work with the most, and our clients, and the people that are hot and heavy and hard in the music scene, with crazy schedules. We'll be able to post those schedules and find a way to uniquely create those and bring those to you. And myself and my staff are working diligently to find a way to be able to make all that happen. But we need you guys. So also, I want to make an announcement. So if you guys are watching this, you guys can subscribe to the YouTube channel, be part of that, help us grow the network, help us grow everything that we're trying to grow for the music community. This isn't just one type of genre of music. This is every type of genre of music, so nobody has to feel like they're being excluded or discluded from this circle. And the biggest thing with the pricing, the reason why a lot of people are going to ask about the pricing, why are you asking for money, or why are you charging now? Well, simply put, have to keep the lights on and have to keep the quality services going. Also, we are working on a Indiegogo campaign. We're hoping to launch that, if not Friday, Saturday, the latest. It took a little more because I really wanted to put my heart and soul into that thing. I really did. So we are going to be launching an Indiegogo campaign that's going to be $900 is going to be our goal, and the goal of $900 is going to get us new cameras. And when I talk about new cameras, I'm talking about some sick new cameras. And I'm going to be able to do some really awesome interviews and do some better quality video for the Music Familia because you guys deserve it. You guys are out there sweating your asses off, and you deserve to get proper coverage. So, yours truly is going to try really hard to get the $900 raised to where I can get the cameras to where we can put on a quality production and make everybody happy because everybody deserves to be happy and everybody has a swinging badass time at the shows, and you can't tell me you don't because I have an awesome time every time I go out. I haven't found a show yet, and maybe I'm just easy on people, but I haven't found a show yet lately that I haven't liked or haven't been a part of or haven't supported. And, you know, my thing is I don't care about the attitudes. I don't care about the mindless whatevers. Like, I just care about the music, man. That's all I'm here to do. I'm here to support the venues and the music and the true believers of what we're trying to do. So, with that being said, we're creating merch also. And so we are going to, we did a poll asking about bandanas or skull caps, if I remember correctly. Siobhan made a post about that. Now, the bandanas won, so we're going to be looking at getting some bandanas merch out there. So MFP bandanas are coming, so everybody will be able to be rocking those, holding up their mini man buns, hair buns, whatever. Or as my man here stated, you know, he's got a dread bun. Yeah, a dread bun. I'm fascinated by the dread bun. Crazy. Anyway, so let's see here. Subtlefuge says PayPal donate button as well for us peeps. That can help out just as well. Yes, sir. That is absolutely true. PayPal button is an appropriate button to use. So let's get into some fun music, shall we? We've got some fun stories to talk about tonight. We'll fill you in on all that fun stuff coming up in a little bit. And so, you know, I'm a huge fan of, like, all walks of life. So tonight, you're going to hear everything from me. And I really love R&B and soul kind of stuff. And this is my man, D. Jones. I'm going to check this out right here. Let me know what you think about this, man. This is a little different. I don't know. If you like different, then you're going to love my show. So stay tuned. It's going to get fun.
Yeah.
Swing the remix god!
D. Jones. Okay, I'm warmed up and I'm laced up. Play my cards right, so I'm aced up. Tired of just working for a pay stub. The major league is all I really want to taste of. But I ain't signing my soul to no team. I'm a free agent with my own dreams. You can see it in my eyes. I'm gonna build my own franchise and win my own ring. I'm going for the titles like the 90s Bulls. I'm building my empire until I'm paid in full. Half these artists sign their name on a dotted line and end up being played a fool. I got haters always trying to bring the heat, but no matter what, I keep it cool. Calm and collected, feel like music slowly dying, but the re is resurrected. They try to tell me I'm the least expected, like I'm meant to fail and I should just accept it. Enemies throwing so much shade, but my future is bright, so I'm not affected. Greatness in my future is projected, so that doubt and fear will always be rejected. Music is what I was meant to do, and that's the truth, so I'll never stand corrected. I'm gonna take my time and do it right. I'm not the type that'll ever be changed by the spotlight, but I'ma keep grinding and reaching for newer heights. Climb aboard while I take flight. I'm on a whole different level. So much spirit, I can fight the devil. They hate when you're young and successful. They say stay in my lane, I got several. Trying to take away my focus, cause I'm making magic hocus pocus. Rappers today are atrocious, need to be evicted. Here is your 30-day notice. I'm laying claim to the game. Put some respect on my name. I'm not concerned with the money and fame. That's why these rappers sound the same. I spit fire like a flamethrower. Can't stand these rappers like a hangover. Once I'm off the bench, I'm gonna take over. If you ain't on my team, then it's game over.
When the system's broke, create your own system. I need a drone flying over the estate. Mikey, O-H-I-O. I be the face, never change like a $20 William. I leave my wrist, I ain't going nowhere. My feel I list, I plead my case. Cause the buzz, I'm planning fake drugs in the head of me amongst I taste. The motherfucking judge told me Eddie wouldn't budge, even though I bet she loved my fragrance. But where the fuck the dash cam, huh? Where the dash cam? They fucking erased it. Approached by the police and treated like a black man. Wonder why the people think you motherfuckers racist. Tasted to find the things and pray for a meal. Keep faith in what I believe till that pain disappears. I'm taking pills to provide relief. What's the irony? I cater to my disease, hit the stage and premiere. It's never cherish a thing until it's stolen. Life is careless and free until it's gone. Like the Holy Ghost, I swear I'm like my own man. They embarrassed me till I put on.
Oh God, God bless. Oh God, God bless.
The Holy Ghost.
Oh God, God bless. Oh God.
They say patience is a virtue, but when they wait and get what you want. Shaking vermouth and blending Tanqueray, watch me flaunt. On my Reggie Cray, I'm a legend in the East End. I don't need no Gazette pay, cause payment is my pursuit in the fame nonchalant. My work boots are these Oxfords, not broken. Kneel down at the church pew, praying God's word to keep my son in hot clothes. I'm so materialistic, so guilty as shit, but these bitches spray perfume, and I can't refuse the offer. East St. Laurent on my hoe, from a place where the cops are criminals with a badge, making off-duty stops. The innocent get harassed. Patent branded rape bitches, the chief of police to drink. Put fake cocaine in my whip and the tape finished from the dash. Never cherish a thing until it's stolen. Life is careless and free until it's gone. Like the Holy Ghost, I swear I'm like my own man. They embarrassed me till I put on.
Oh God, God bless. Oh God, God bless.
The Holy Ghost.
Oh God, God bless. Oh God, God.
How about some Absolute Hero?
Just like the first time.
of Innocence, absolute hero right there. They are my absolute hero. Sarah Nicole, vocals, Justin, Moglin, drums, Landon on guitar, Cody on guitar, Christopher on bass. I love you guys. Awesome, good stuff right there. Absolute hero. They're gonna be here real soon. June 24th, they're going to be at Donato's Pizza here in Columbus, Ohio. You guys are going to be able to check that out, man. If you need more information, you guys can find them on the Reverb page, reverbnation.com/absolute hero band. Make sure you get over there and check out more information on that. So, what's going on, Music Familia? Hope you guys are having a great night, man. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's out there hanging out tonight. I hope you guys are staying dry, because, man, is it crazy out there. I got a phone call from the wife. You know, we had that construction work done, and then we had some other work done, and then we had some other shit go down. And I'm not going to name drop, but we have Niagara Falls in our basement right now, pouring down the wall as we speak, literally. Oh, yeah. Hey, so I want to let you guys know about a very special friend of mine. One of my really dear friends of mine, Rob Edge, reached out to me actually not that long ago. You guys may have seen the Facebook Live that I did regarding a GoFundMe account that had to do with the mental health of a really dear friend of ours. And I really, you know, it's hard for me to talk about. It's hard for me to talk about simply because I come from a situation where I know what it's like to be on a mental health side of things and need support and not have anybody there. You know, it took a long time to be able to get the Music Familia and the groups of people that I know now. And there was a time where I didn't have those people, and I didn't have the lean on, you know, to carry on. For those of you who don't know, I'm a 3-time suicide survivor. I was in an accident December 2009, December 4th, 2009 at 12:04 a.m. So that's a little bit of the PTSD there for you. So the day that changed my life. You guys know the Kroger Distribution Center here in Delaware, Ohio. When you guys know the Kroger, if you guys shop at Kroger's, you guys are familiar with the blue pallets that are on the floor, right? The blue display pallets. Imagine one of those 7.5 feet tall, shrink wrapped with full ice cream. I was in and out of a wheelchair for about 1.5 years. I had to learn how to walk again, learn how to get around again. And those of you who know and have seen me would not even know, but I'm disabled and I carry a leg brace. And that's why I'm so adamant and so serious and so driven to support people in hard times and hard causes. My girl Anna, she's asking for help to raise funds to be able to afford inpatient treatment. She lost her job on her birthday, April 23rd, and has been off work since. The insurance that she has doesn't cover the inpatient treatment that she's needing. She's been struggling with anxiety and depression for some time now, and it's seemingly gotten worse. She's reaching out for help after a violent shove from my man Rob, who, like me, doesn't ever let a friend go down. It doesn't matter how late at night it is. The phone rings, hello, like, what's going on? You know, because that's what you freaking do for people. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been donating and supporting this cause. A number of my friends donated and shared to this, regardless if it was anonymous or not. I just wanted to say, you know, all 97 shares, thank you guys so much for all the support and all the love that you guys show for her and this cause. And I am, you know, deeply driven to want to maintain and create a positive environment for this girl to get better. I posted the GoFundMe in the chat there. Also, I am posting it there on our Facebook Live. Whew. Yeah, man, it's rough. It really is. So you know what? We're going to get into something right here, real hardcore, just to make up for it. You ready for this? We're going to get into something right here from my boys Never Dawn. We need something hardcore. This is Cut and Run. Hopefully you guys are ready for this, man. Let's get it. Never Dawn, Cut and Run. Some good stuff right there, man. I love those guys. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, you definitely need to check them out. Some live shows are definitely in store for you if you have not seen them yet. So what's going on, Music Familia? Welcome back to the show. We don't just play music here. We talk about some interesting stories as well. And I don't get into the government stuff. I really don't. I don't talk politics. But this come across my attention, and Melania Trump, she was caught rocking a tone-deaf coat today with it's like olive green with white lettering that says, "I really don't care. Do you?" Melania Trump's getting destroyed on social media for wearing what most would consider a tone-deaf jacket, considering she wore it on the way to visit children detention centers in Texas today. As she boarded a plane in D.C., Melania was rocking a green trench coat with the bold lettering on the back that read, "I really don't care, do you?" It's a Zara jacket that retails for about $40. The First Lady made a surprise visit to McAllen, Texas, where hundreds, if not thousands, of immigrant children are being held after they were separated from their parents crossing the border. Melania said that she was there to help reunite children with their families. No one's going to argue with her decision to make the trip, but her wardrobe selection's a little bit on the controversial side. FLOTUS spokeswoman Stephanie Grissom said that it's a jacket. There is no hidden message. After today's important visit to Texas, I hope the media isn't going to choose to focus on her wardrobe instead of the problem at hand. It's true, there's nothing hidden about the message. It is right there in your face. I'm really curious what you guys have to say about that, man. I don't think, I really don't think it's appropriate. I'm not going to sit here and say what you should and shouldn't wear, but, I mean, you really should consider what you're putting on, I think. You're not going to go to a rap show, but before you do, put on your KKK outfit. You know what I mean? You're not going to go to a Bone Thugs and Harmony concert with a KKK outfit. I just don't think that's appropriate. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think that her choice in apparel was a good idea. So did you guys see this too, man? Delta bans pit bull type dogs as service animals on flights. This is just a new policy today. The new policy doesn't define what that means, though. Delta Airlines will no longer allow pit bull type dogs as service or support animals on its flight. The air carrier announced late Wednesday. Looks like the new policy, which is set to go into effect July 10th, also limits passengers to one service or support animal per flight. The new rules were put in place because several employees have been bitten by dogs, Delta said, adding that there have been 84% increase in reported incidents involving service and support animals since 2016. The airline also cited a widely reported incident from June 2017 in which a passenger was attacked by a 70-pound dog during a flight. Notice I said dog, I didn't say pit bull. But it failed to note that the dog involved was a Labrador mix. Okay. The airline neglected to explicitly define what it considers a pit bull type dog, of course, naturally, and how it would identify such a dog. The term pit bull as its own generally does not refer to one specific dog breed. Rather, it's a general and somewhat subjective term that can refer to several breeds and mixed breeds that share similar physical characteristics. Breeds that are often labeled as pit bull include the American Pit Bull Terrier, which I have at home. I love my Thor. I love my pit bull. If you have not checked out my pups page, I had to get him a page because he was blowing up my page. It's facebook.com/rescue pit. The Rescue Pit. He has Staffordshire Terrier and Bull Terrier and dogs that resemble those breeds. Also fit the bill, it seems like. A new policy could make life more difficult for people with disabilities who may rely on a service dog. I have a few friends that listen to the show that are, abroad. I have a few friends that listen to the show in Australia that are disabled, and I have a few friends that listen to in the States that are here that are disabled. That's going to really cripple some situations for them. And if the service dog resembles a pit bull, it could fall under that general line. Now, generally, federal protections for people who use service dogs are governed by Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA. That defines a service animal as an animal trained to do specific tasks to assist a person with a disability. It expressly states that the dog of any breed can be a service dog. So, this is going to be an interesting story. It turns out the commercial airlines do not have to comply with the ADA, however. They have their own set of rules outlined in the Air Carrier Access Act law. Under the ACAA, a service animal is defined as any animal that is individually trained or able to provide assistance to a person with a disability, or any animal that assists persons with disabilities by providing emotional support, according to the Department of Transportation. Additionally, here we go. This is where, additionally, the ACAA allows airlines to prohibit service animals that pose a threat to the health and safety of other passengers or that may cause a disruption in cabin service. Many pit bull owners and advocates say the ban promotes unfair stereotypes about the dogs. And truthfully, the dogs already get furthermore, to add that, the dogs already get a bum rap because of being a dog. Nobody looks at the owner and says, oh, it's a bad owner. Oh, it's always the, oh, dog, shoot it. Oh, dog, put it down. Oh, dog, put it down. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'll post this up for you guys to check it out, man. I'll share this story in there. You guys can read about it, weep about it, let me know what you think about it. Always interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. So, we were talking earlier in the show, break down some pricing lists here. So, I unveiled a pricing list at the beginning of the show, break it down for you guys. So, we're doing some sponsorships, we're doing some commercial advertising, we're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I want to let you guys know that as of tonight, all of the free stuff that I used to provide, ends, and the price list kicks in. So, if you were receiving anything free at any point in time, I just have to put that out there that ends, and this price list kicks in, active at midnight tonight. So, I'm doing my promotions to wrap up the free services I provided, and then after that, everybody's going to be required to pay for their services, and here we go. Sponsorships. If you want to sponsor the show, you can sponsor either Ant-Man Versus or Sunday Morning Meltdown, or you can sponsor both. If you sponsor one of the shows, then everything that I'm about to go over is covered, okay? Everything's included with this. So, here we go. Grab your pencil and paper. Here we go. All right, so $10 a show. So you're thinking Thursdays, $10, and Sundays, $10 for 5 spots. That breaks down to $2 a spot. Now, what is a spot? A spot is a commercial. 30 seconds. All right? And we talked about promotions, and we talked about bands putting their own flyers together, but not really getting a lot of reach. So here we go. Show flyers. The show flyers you see out and about everywhere. Like that don't really, that make it to your inner circles, but don't make it beyond your inner circle. For bands who have show flyers that want promotion and to get involved in promotion, for $5 you can send your flyer over and it'll be aired in the show that Thursday or that Sunday. For $8 a flyer for venues or promoters. And the reason why there's a break there is because the bands oftentimes spend money out of their pocket to be able to make the shows and make the merch and do whatever. So this is trying to find a way that everybody can afford to pay for some type of promotion to promote themselves and be larger and part of something larger than themselves and still be involved. Also, into the sponsorship end of that, you're going to also be able to get involved with website cross-promotion, so that means your logos and everything that is you comes over to MFP as well, and we cross-promote the living shit out of you, and we support you, and we push you, and we help you, and we guide you to a positive, more upbeat direction, and we start helping fill in those gaps with some of those Facebook pages. Some of the people don't have time to fill it in, so we help them. We just review your stuff and be like, hey, this is what you know, give you advice, help you out, whatever. Also, there'll be opportunities for you to be able to have mentions, so you can say, all right, well, you know, you heard, you know, for instance, so Music Familia Productions and Phonation AP, as you can tell in the bottom corner, right there. Right there. Phonation AP, my man Dave Sheets. Every time, you know, he's a client of Music Familia Productions, and every time that you use the hashtag MFP, you get 5 to 10% off of graphic design deal with Phonation AP. But you have to say you heard it here on the show, and that's how that works. But if you think about this, when you talk about commercials, you think about advertising, a month, that works out to be, I think, 15 spots a month. If you were to sponsor both shows, or if you were just to focus on one, yeah, I think both shows is 15, if I'm doing my math right. How many Thursdays, how many Sundays are in a month? Yeah, so about 15 or so, depending on how it is. And if it was to fall a little even, then we would, or fall uneven, then we would make it right, of course. But we're also going to be rolling out a Indiegogo campaign probably Saturday, and that is going to entail $900 is our goal. The reason why we're setting up $900 is going to set up for new cameras. And that's the whole reason why we have to stop doing the free stuff. It's not that we don't enjoy it, because we love supporting the music scene and we love being a part of it. But there are certain situations where, you know, free doesn't pay the rent, free doesn't keep our lights on. So, you know, we still want to work with promoters and still work with people, and the people that we've been working with, you know, continue on. But so far, we've had lots of success with this. A lot of people are happy with our list. Hopefully you guys are. If you guys have any questions, concerns, you guys can email us, AntmanVS@musicfamiliaproductions.com. And furthermore than that, we're going to get into something here real awesome. I'm ready for some type of indie kind of vibe. I feel like it's been a while since I played some indie, so let's get into some Admiral Contempt right here. We'll check this out. Hanging Man.
I saw the hanging man hanging from the knot he tied. The stardust collected round his ankles and the flies inside his eyes. And if you want him to, he'll dance around the fire with you. So God bless the hanging man. He couldn't break away, but now he can't
Hey, do you have a job that requires a trucking company? Here at Manesi Trucking and Repair, Manesi specializes in hauling, such as gravel, asphalt, and dirt. There's no job too big or too small. Here at Manesi, we have over 40 trucks to serve your hauling needs. Also, during the 27 years of being in business, Manesi specializes in repairing heavy and light-duty equipment. Any engine size, from a pickup truck to a D9 dozer. Broke down? Here at Manesi, they also make service calls. Get you up and running again. Give Don or Brian Manesi a call at 614-921-9183 or stop by at 1715 Atlas Street in Columbus off of Trade Use or at ManesiTrucking.com. Remember, needing material hauled or equipment fixed, give a call to Manesi Trucking and Repair.
Hey, Music Familia, you're kicking it live with Ant-Man only on MusicFamiliaProductions.com. Remember, CBD Living Water is for the living. Get yours today.
Hey, this is Josh.
This is Mike. This is Jordan.
This is Derek. We're the Admiralty, and you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Woo! Here we go, guys. Some plaid bricks. We're going to get it right now. Beat goes on.
We love chasing fantasies, we'll never give up on our dreams. The truth is not as far as it seems. We've studied all the history, we're on the road to victory. The finish line is all that we see. Chasing the flame, gonna make a name. Rolling the dice as we make our way. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Risking it all cause we love the game. The night is gone, we're not done. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. We'll play our song till kingdom come. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. We all love the underdog, so raise a glass and sing along to all our lovers, families, and friends. I love you cause you're the best, and we'll be friends until the end. Here's to all our love and success. Chasing the flame, gonna make a name. Rolling the dice as we make our way. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Risking it all cause we love the game. The night is gone, we're not done. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. We'll play our song till kingdom come. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. Chasing the flame, gonna make a name. Rolling the dice as we make our way. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Risking it all cause we love the game. The night is gone, we're not done. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. We'll play our song till kingdom come. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. The night is gone, we're not done. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on. We'll play our song till kingdom come. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And on and on.
Plaid bricks. Beat goes on. Some good stuff right there for you. This day in music, Music Familia, brought to you by Photo Nation AP. Make sure you get a hold of this, man. Professional photography and media all in one awesome service, man. Make sure you get a hold of them. Multiple opportunities to get involved with Photo Nation AP. Also, man, check out some other sponsors. Columbus Events Group, man. Great organization. Awesome shows coming up. Make sure you check them out. Columbus Events Group, LLC.com, and Facebook.com/Columbus Events Group. I believe it's LLC on Facebook as well. So, lots of stuff going on, man. I want to give a huge shout out to my man Lynette's Country Barbecue, my man Larry Trimmer, and Lynette's Children's Charity. So, my man Larry reached out to me and said, Ant-Man, look, here's the thing. We need some sponsors for the Children's Charity, and I need some help. So, here we go. So, what we're going to do, we're going to meet up with Larry in a couple weeks, and we're going to be talking with Larry, and look for some new things before the end of summer. We're hoping by July, like the first part of July, be able to kick something off so we can do something for the entire month of July to help Larry raise some money to get this fire truck up and going. He's got a I believe it's a 1960, maybe older than that. But he has a fire truck with all the bells and whistles, man, and I feel like I'm butchering the crap out of it by not being able to fill in the proper information, but it is a sweet ride, and I will make sure that before the end of the show, I get you guys links over to that, actually. As a matter of fact, here we go. I will get that over to you, and here we go. So you guys can go over, check it out, Lynette's Children's Charity. I'm going to get the link here posted up in the chat room for you here. So, bam. If you're in the YouTube chat room, you have the link there to the Children's Charity as well. And if you're on Facebook Live with us, you have the posted up as well in there now for you. So, and also, we can't forget about Lynette's Country Barbecue. Find them on Facebook, facebook.com/Lynette's Barbecue. You guys can find them on Facebook. And if you have any questions, concerns, you guys want to get with Larry and see how you can support a cause, definitely reach out to one of the two links, or just message Larry directly and be like, hey, crazy barbecue guy, I want to help you out, and just, do your thing. So anyway, let's get into this, brought to you by Photo Nation AP. This day in music, baby. You ready for this? Oh, man, I know you are. 1971, the second Glastonbury Festival in England took place, held over 5 days to coincide with the summer solstice. The weather was, for British summer, very good, as folks remember it. Acts who appeared include MELANIA, Quintus, David Bowie, the Edgar Brott Band, Pink Fairies, Terry Reid, and David Lindley, and Linda Lewis, Gong, Hawkwind, Arthur Brown, Brinsley Schwartz, looks like Fairport Convention, Family and Traffic. Over 7,000 fans attended that event. Also, furthermore, in this day in history, or this day in music, if you will, 1992, Nirvana's Kurt Cobain was rushed to the hospital after a gig in Belfast, Northern Ireland, suffering from acute stomach pains brought on by ulcers. We all know what went on just a short time later, And let's see, 2008, Coldplay went on #1 on the UK singles chart with Viva La Vida. Their first UK #1 history was made by the single, and it had no physical CD single release in the UK, so it was all digital. Being available by internet download only, the song won a Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 2009. So we're going to get into some new music here, man. That was This Day in Music. We're going to check out some new stuff here for you. Excuse me, I do apologize. My allergies are getting me. So we're going to get into some Resistance 13. I'm tired. I need to wake up, man. I have to be up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. We're going to be talking about that when we come back. Let's check out some Resistance 13. Are you ready? I don't think you are. Wakey, wakey. Profound, sinister, brown.
Have a drink to forget, take these pills to relax. With these nerves on the brink, on the verge of collapse, they're inside me. Can we find our way back home? Take these pills to relax, with these nerves on the brink, on the verge of collapse, they're inside me. Can we find our way back home once again? All alone, no one speaks, but these voices within from the dark far beneath, they're inside me. Can we find our way back home? Can we find another way? All alone we were constantly fighting the future to grant us another reminder. Can't get a second just to stop and try to think about it. Can't get a second just to catch my breath. Back to where it all began. Hear the sink as it drifts, shifting boards as I crack. Feel my skin as it grows while my pupils contract, flying higher. Can we find our way back home? Feeling sick, trying to cope with the itch, so I contemplate death, leave me lying in the ditch never wanted. Can we find our way back home? Can we find another way? All alone we were constantly fighting the future to grant us another reminder. Can you get a second just to stop and try to think about it? Can you get a second just to catch my breath? Back to where it all began. I'm at the crossroads, you see something's gotta change. Everything still staying the same. At most it feels impossible when these memories still remain. Today I'll find my way. I'll find my way today. Can we find another way? Can we find another way? All alone we were constantly fighting the future to grant us another reminder. Can you get a second just to stop and try to think about it? Can you get a second just to catch my breath? Back to where it all began. Back to where it all began. I found my life today. Nothing that I can change.
What's up, Music Familia, Profound, Sinister Brown, my boys, Resistance 13. Some good stuff right there. Hope you guys are having a good night, man. So this just in, Roseanne, ABC announces that the Connors are going to return, and Barr is out financially. ABC just made it official. Literally, just now. It's given the green light for a new Roseanne Barr-free version of Roseanne, and it's coming back this fall. The network says the show's working to title is The Connors, and it will be in the Tuesday night 8 p.m. slot. We broke the story. Negotiations with Barr were the only hold-up on going forward with the show. ABC says that Tom Werner of production company Carsey Warner reached a settlement with Barr, and she'll have no financial or creative stake in the new sitcom coming up. All other actors from the smash hit reboot are coming back. The show was TV's highest-rated sitcom in over 3 years after its premiere in March, but ABC pulled the plug after Barr's racist tweet aimed at former Obama aide Valerie Jarrett. The only remaining loose end appears to be how Roseanne will be written out of the show, something we asked former executive producer Whitney Cummings about a couple weeks ago. And Whitney wasn't ready to tackle it, and she avoided it by just saying that the show's writers will have to figure it out. Guess we know what we're doing for the summer. So, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I think what everybody tuned in for was Roseanne. So I don't know how that's gonna play out for her. Looks like also in news, Kill the Kardashians shirt guy. I'm a hater. That family flaunts fur. So a buff hottie, Kendall Jenner, encountered at the grocery store wearing a shirt suggesting her family should be killed. His shirt says it's a wife beater, or like a cut tank. He's got a wife beater underneath of it. And it says that the Kardashians should be killed. And he's been ID'd, and his contempt for the Kardashians is very much real. So I talked about this on one of the Sunday morning shows, and this has escalated because they didn't know who he was then, but they know who he is now. So it turns out that this jacked armed dude is Jason Christopher, and he tells us that he had the shirt custom made a few years ago because he's not down with the Kardashian crew's affinity for wearing fur. Jason says that he's a vegan and an animal lover, and his shirt is simply a way to protest the family values of the Kardashians. As we reported, Kendall was out to grab some milk at the market Wednesday when she saw Jason and his Kill the Kardashians shirt and shared a video of him on her Instagram, which quickly went viral. Interesting note here, just so you guys know, this isn't the first time that he's made headlines. In January 2016, he was reunited with his stolen dog, Bronson, a Chihuahua who was famous for appearing in 2014's Scrubbing Bubbles commercial. You can't make this shit up, man. You just can't. Oh, boy. So we're going to get into something right now from my backyard right here. A decade apart right here out of Columbus. We're going to get into these guys. Let's see what we got here. Forgiveness. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Josh.
This is Mike. This is Jordan.
This is Derek. We're the Admiralty, and you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Woo!
Fat Dragon, Rock Bridge.
I see as our ship careens, and I pray for us, but not out of love. Our colors will fade, fade into gray, and I won't forget, not just regret. See it with you, I feel misconstrued. As birds fly away, we went separate ways. Come on now, you're fading away. I wish I hadn't been as hollow as tin. Where did it go? Need it the most. Why can't I find the living gold? What a smile on that shining face. Nothing that nothing can replace. Masks off, who really cares at all? Stretching bands until we fall. Made up my mind in the back of my head. Seeing you was my meat and bread. Yellow chested with a blooded face. Swollen neck without a brain. Where did it go? Need it the most. Why can't I find the living gold? I got the earth at my feet, sky above, looking where to start. Looking back at the past behind me. Got tough skin and a fiery heart.
Hey, this is Brandon.
And this is Barab.
We're 8 Pound Pressure.
And you're listening to Ant-Man Versus.
Woo! A game plays in your mind, and you win every time, cleverly denying me your action. You try to lead me on, so you can drop the bomb. I'm gonna be left with no satisfaction. When you act like that, you get no respect. Cause and effect. It's totally your fault. I don't answer at all when you call. You misread me all the time. You think I'm always trying to find a way to capture your affection. And so convinced you are, you don't find it bizarre. I show no sign of being interested. It's when you act like that, you get no respect. Cause and effect. It's totally your fault. I don't answer at all when you call. And it's not that I don't think you're funny, you're clever, and have a knack for style. I'm not saying you're funny, I'm thinking I'm saying it just ain't real. Nothing real. I'm not impressed by the slutty clothing, not impressed by the gossip and gloating, not impressed by the slutty clothing, not impressed by gossip and gloating. When you act like that, you get no respect. Cause and effect. It's totally your fault. I don't answer at all when you call. And it's not that I don't think you're funny, you're clever, and have a knack for style. I'm not saying you're funny, I'm thinking I'm saying it just don't seem real. It's not that I hate you, I just can't be around you. It's not that I hate you, I just can't be around you. It's not that I hate you, I just can't be around you. It's not that I hate you, I just can't be around you.
I want to show you guys 3 Chevy SUVs. The first one is called the Trax. Great for when you move in together. And this is the Chevy Equinox.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors written all over the floors, all over the chairs, and you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't wanna see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't wanna be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't wanna see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't wanna see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just won't go down. Put me in the corner, keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. And slept in. Broken legs but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This one's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mind. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now, we ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I'll lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hand, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time?
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. And slept in. Broken legs but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built a safe room and I don't let no one in there, cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside, so I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not, cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me, and I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world down ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position to either sit here and let him win, or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Guys and I heart is racing and I'm starting to sweat. The temperature's soaring, I don't want no regrets. Gotta pull it together or get the hell out. This woman's so hot without a doubt. On a guy's night out, having some fun.
On a guy's night out,
getting it done.
Yeah.
On a guy's night out, just look at the score. On a guy's night out, big bartender, give us on a guy's night out.
Bodiekin, Guys Night Out. MusicFamiliaProductions.com, hanging out live with Ant-Man Versus. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a killer show tonight, man. I'm just rocking with you guys all the way through until 10 o'clock. Gonna be a killer show. We got some killer douchebag criminals coming up for you guys. Some interesting stuff coming up for you guys towards the end of the show. We got about 15 minutes left or so. So, I want to give a huge shout out right now to Calhoun Plumbing, my man Aaron Eastman. Calhoun Plumbing Incorporated, drain and sewer cleaning, family owned and operated. You guys can give them a call, 614-444-1995. And they are state licensed and insured, drain and sewers, man. Make sure you contact them today, Calhoun Plumbing Inc., drain and sewer cleaning. My man Aaron Easton holding it down over there. So, let's get into this here real quick. So, I was going through, and I know some of my dudes listen to the show. So, I thought maybe I would jump on here and share some Instagram's hottest bikini bods of 2018. Ladies, step away from the show for a second. You can run and get yourself a drink or something. No, I'm just kidding. Surprisingly enough, Bella Hadid made one of the top ones. Jasmine Tokus, Kourtney Kardashian, of course, Chanel West Coast, Taylor Hill, Romy Stradid, Jordan Woods, Nina Dobrev. So I have went ahead and I have posted a link in there. You guys can go ahead, check out some of these ladies and what they have going on for Instagram. I try to stay up on social media, man, but it's so hard to keep up with all the things that we have to keep up with. Speaking of keeping up, so childhood stars often end up descending into many issues as a result of their overindulged youth. Mental breakdown, drugs, and ending up in jail and all seem to be a standard rite of passage for many, and that certainly pertains to Disney stars. I come across this story. So the original Mouseketeers and those that followed. So the original Mouseketeers, 1955 to 1996. I come across this story here, and I'm not gonna get into it. I'm going to post a story in there, and you guys can check it out on your leisure. I really don't know. I don't know, man. It's quite interesting. You should guys check it out. Before and after. Subtle Feud, my man Chris, he goes, "That's our bassist." Yes, very good bassist as well. You have a few shows coming up too, Subtle Feud. I can't wait to see you guys in performance, man, and I can't wait to see you guys live. It's gonna be great. So go ahead and plug your shows so we can get you guys promoted out there and do our due justice. Also, we were talking about sponsorships in the beginning of the show. We were talking about rolling out the pricing list. I talked about it a couple times during the show. We'll talk about it right now. Sponsorships, you can sponsor Ant-Man Versus or Music Familia Productions, or you can sponsor MFP as a whole. As a whole, that would be $200 a month. You can sponsor Music Familia Productions, and everything that I'm getting ready to break down is included in the sponsorship. So that way you don't have to ask questions about it later. So we'll start at the top of the list and we'll go down. So $100 for Ant-Man Versus, or $100 for Sunday Morning, or $200 total to sponsor Music Familia Productions as a whole. So we're looking at commercial spots, all right? Now, what is a spot? A spot on Music Familia Productions is 30 seconds. That's a regular, fully produced commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Our fully produced 30-second spots are between $10 and $15. Now, the reason why you ask $10 to $15 per commercial, because it depends on how many bells and whistles you want. If you want something plain and simple, cool. If you want a little extra, we'll throw a little extra on you, and it'll be, $5 extra, so $15. Most going rates, you'll find that the going rate can be $10, $15 for 15 seconds. So we're doing $10, $15 for 30 seconds. So you're getting a 30-second solid spot for whatever it is that you're paying for, whether it be a business, a band, a promotion, an event, you got something coming up. Also, bands, venues, promoters. You guys have those show flyers you guys promote every week, everywhere. You guys spread them everywhere, right? Well, here's the deal. So bands, for $5, you get together, do a band fund. You send us all your flyers. You guys book out your shows, and you guys send a flyer. So every show you have, it's $5. So if you have a bunch of shows, you can strategically plan it out what shows you want to promote and what shows you don't want to promote. Also, you guys can submit stuff all over the place. If you guys have new music videos, you guys can submit stuff to AntmanVs at musicfamiliaproductions.com. There you go, AntmanVs at musicfamiliaproductions.com. You guys can write an email over there and submit your music videos. You guys saw some videos this evening from Black Coffee. You saw a NF Mansions. You seen and heard a bunch of unsigned music from all over the place. Also, be looking for a fundraiser. We are doing a Indiegogo campaign for $900 to purchase new cameras so that we can improve our video quality and improve the video experience, because we want to be able to come out and document proper footage at the shows. And some of the cameras we have cameras, but some of them they're not the greatest. And we want to be able to provide the greatest services. So, with that said, $900, we're going to get cameras, not a camera, not $900 for a camera. We're getting cameras, plural, and we're getting a bunch of other equipment with it. And with that $900, it's everything that we need in one shebang. Boom, done, $900. And then we'll be out there doing our thing, because that's what we love to do, right? All right. So, enough about that. So, I got this new song from Tiger Sex. I come across it. I thought it was quite interesting. I particularly kind of love the band. I really do. This is going to be a quick one. We're going to get into this. This is going to be something that you definitely want to check out. This is fresh from a first rehearsal. So this is behind the scenes. Like, this is previewed information. You don't get this kind of stuff. All right? So we're going to check this out. Yeah. Prostitution. This is just a first rehearsal, folks. That's pretty good for a first rehearsal, I have to say. Wow. That's just a little taste for you, man. Some prostitution right there. Oh, man. Some serious chops right there, I have to say. I I really love the Tiger Sex idea. The band just is total vintage, up and down. In the time of bad commercialized pop music choking out the life of nearly man, woman, and child in the great land, you need a band like Tiger Sex to come along and set things right. The music media is constantly putting out articles about all these top pop artists not selling as many CDs or units as their recording companies want sold. Is the music industry disappearing, or are people shying away from music created in a boardroom, designed by 5 producers and 6 writers? I would say that people want something real, something that moves them, made by people that love what they do. The soul's missing from modern American music, even in a lot of modern soul music these days. This is why I love seeing a band like Tiger Sex rolling out there and keeping the faith. Rock and roll should be dangerous. It should roll around in the ground and howl at the moon. You won't see J-Lo or any of those mansion-loving pop stars walking through the trenches of rock and roll, but you will see Tiger Sex out there bleeding. This is from A. Kellebrew, Super Smash Media. They wrote an article or a little blip about Tiger Sex. I wanted to share that with you, man. Subtlefeud said, pretty good recording for a rehearsal. Our recordings from the practice room don't sound that good. Man, don't give yourself, don't downplay it, Chris, man. You guys sound pretty sweet, man, I have to admit. So let's get into some douchebag criminals, man. We'll get into some douchebag criminals here. And so it looks like things are getting kind of crazy here. So today in court, you guys will notice the appeals court grants new sentencing hearing for the D.C. sniper. Richmond, VA, a sniper serving life in prison for terrorizing Washington and D.C. region as a teenager must get new sentencing hearings in Virginia. A federal appeals court ruled today. The 3-0 decision by the 4th... Oops. My fault. Here we go. By the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals denies an appeal by prosecutors who said they already complied with the requirements of the U.S. Supreme Court, which found in a series of rulings after Malvo was sentenced that mandatory life without parole sentences for juveniles are unconstitutional. Lee Boyd Malvo was 17 when he and his mentor John Allen Muhammad fatally shot 10 people they targeted at random in Virginia, Maryland, and Washington in 2002. You guys remember the story. Muhammad was sentenced to death and executed in Virginia in 2009, and Malvo received multiple life without parole sentences in Virginia and Maryland. The Fourth Circuit found Malvo's Virginia sentences must be vacated, upholding the decision of a lower court judge. Thursday's ruling applies only to Malvo's 4 life sentences in Virginia. A Maryland judge denied new sentencing hearings last year for Malvo in those cases. It turns out things are going to be heating up for him. Brother of one of Malvo's victims said even the remote possibility of Malvo being back on the street someday is unsettling. Is it fair that he gets out when there certainly was a permanent sentence for his victims? Not just one victim we're talking about, but so many victims, said Bob Myers, whose brother, Dean, was fatally shot while filling up his car at a gas station in Northern Virginia. So it turns out there's going to be more coming from this story. And we're going to have a lot more for you about that. And so I'm going to share the story here. You guys can read up on it if you want. Get that in there. Sloppy and dirty, that's rock and roll for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Referring to the awesome audio that I was playing there before. Douchebag Criminals there. Tiger Sex was the review that I was reading that from, for those of you who are curious about that. So our next douchebag criminal, man. So, Wawa. So I learned that Wawa is a grocery store in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. And Florida authorities are searching for 2 suspects after an injured alligator was dumped inside a Wawa store. A Wawa store is like a CVS. And the Breton Herald quotes Manatee County Sheriff's Office spokesman David Bristow as saying the department was alerted to an alligator around 2:30 a.m. on Friday. Bristow said the department was told 2 people had dropped off a 3-foot alligator at the Lakewood Ranch convenience store. Deputies were alerted to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, which sent a trapper who removed the gator. There is video. Kind of crazy. I wasn't able to get was not able to get the video up in time, but I will post the video so you guys can go check it out. There you go. There's a link in there so you guys can check it out after the show. Our next douchebag criminal of the evening. So, a Florida man paid $15,000 in fake cash for a Rolex in St. Augustine. That's right, folks. This is you can't make this up. I was quite surprised when I saw this story. Now, you see this image here on the show. The difference between a real and a fake Rolex is right there in front of you, and it's very, very minute. And I will go ahead and I will blow it up for you. So that way you there. So that way you can see. So, it looks like the latest example of counterfeit bills appeared in St. Johns County over the weekend. Authorities say that it's more common than it used to be. David Hargis tells us that he isn't gullible and has made plenty of cash deals before as a businessman and collector. I read people really well, said Hargis. I was a salesman and had to learn how to read people. Hargis says he wanted to sell his presidential Rolex on Craigslist, and a man who called himself Jason was a willing buyer. He says a suspect told him he wanted the watch to give to his father on Father's Day, and the two text back and forth, settling at $15,000 for the watch. They met at a Starbucks and inside the St. Augustine Target last week and made the transaction, and Hargis tells us that there were no red flags for him at the time. He counted the money and said the bills looked and felt real. Here's the thing. They even had different serial numbers. I'm from California, and lots of young people have wads of cash, said Hargis. He'd later find out that trying to fill up at a nearby gas station, that $15,000 was all in $100 bills was fake. Also, he thought he was going to throw up. Police are now looking for the man Hargis describes as African-American between 18 and 22 years old. He's also around 5'6" and 130 pounds, well-dressed. The man was even wearing his own Rolex Submariner watch that he potentially may have gotten from somebody else. Jason also told Hargis that when he was traveling from Miami to Jacksonville, police said that Target turned over surveillance video showing the suspect leaving the store. I figure the watch is gone, Hargis said, but I just want him caught and prosecuted so I don't have to, so it doesn't happen to anybody else. Which I totally understand. I mean, I would be totally upset about it, right? Crazy. So I showed that story in there as well. So the next douchebag criminal, this loving, witting character. So this one will sum up our douchebag criminals tonight. Burglar smashed his way into Target and stole video games. So this particular character, I don't even... Police are still looking for this gentleman. Tuscaloosa police are trying to identify a suspect who smashed his way into one store and tried to break into another on June 12th. Authorities are searching for a man who decided to break into the Target and steal some video games. And the dispatch of burglary alarm at the business replays in the 500 block in 15th Street East. And later, officers responded to Target, 1900 block, after the burglary alarm went off there. There, they found the business had been entered through a broken window. Officers discovered that several video game consoles and games had been taken. Lieutenant Tina Richardson stated, surveillance video from both locations showed the suspect to be the same person. Anyone with information in the identity and whereabouts of the suspect is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 205-752-7867. So, Music Familia, if you're up in the morning, be listening to T100. Yours truly, Ant-Man, might be hanging out there. Who knows? We might see. We might hear, who knows, some news tomorrow about some new stuff going on. I might have a job interview at T100. I'm excited. I'm getting ready to get out the door. I'm going to go to bed. I got to be up at 4 a.m. Early comes early, and really early comes really earlier than that. I love you, Music Familia. Have a great, wonderful night. Thank you for all that you do. Much love to everybody. Music Familia on Facebook. I want to give a huge shout out to Larry Trimmer, one of my sponsors, Lynette's Country Barbecue, Lynette's Children's Charity. I want to give a huge shout out to Columbus Events Group, and I want to give a huge shout out to Photo Nation AP, my man Dave Sheets, holding it down with all my graphic design work and all my photos. Use hashtag MFP to get 5 to 10% off of your first graphic design deal with Dave, and more to come as we get ready. Also, check out Calhoun Plumbing Inc., Drain and Sewer Cleaning, my man Aaron Easton. Give him a call, 614-444-1995. With that holiday coming up and all the rain coming up in the whole season, you definitely need a good drain and a good sewer company. Calhoun Plumbing is that company. All right, guys, I'm out the door. Have a great, wonderful week. I'll see you Sunday morning for Sunday Morning Meltdown every week, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also, be watching musicfamiliaproductions.com. You guys will be able to go shortly and set your reminders for the Sunday morning show. So I encourage you guys to do that. That way you guys can be up on it and subscribe to the channel and be part of it. We had 369 subscribers when we started. Let's see how many we have when we end. Have a good night.